What's up, guys? Back in today. Another recap. Took another loss today, unfortunately. Definitely got a little bit of analysis paralysis today, and I'm not upset with the trade I took, but I missed out on some other A+ setups because I don't want to say I rushed this one, but it was more of like a B setup, and I took it, and I was in profit again, just like yesterday, and we ended up taking a loss. So hit my auto liquidate and block, so I was done for the day. It says 4 trades, but 3 of them are just little scalps. The first one I show you guys here. Yeah, the first one I lost $440, so I only had $60 left to play with, and this one was just break even, and this one I was just trying to do what I could with $50 before my account got locked, and obviously that's not much. So just gonna go over the one trade today. It's split into 2 because I started with 5 micros and I added 3. So it was one trade, but it ended up being split into 2 because I added to the position. And today's trade was on ES. There's no red folder news today. And daily time frame, we were still trading. Oh no, we did break this gap the other day. So I was very bullish on the day, and rightfully so. We did break pretty bullish today, and on the 4 hour as well, we were trading within this gap here. So I was targeting just this high here was my draw on liquidity that I wanted to see get hit. We also had this 4 hour gap that I wanted to see get pushed through or wicked out up to this high. So that was my target today. The only other highs and lows we had were this London low here, London high, Asia low had all been taken out. And we had this previous day New York high here. But sticking to the higher time frame, as you can see, we had this bearish 1 hour fair value gap here that we closed above pre-market, and into market open we pushed above it. So that was another bullish confluence for me. And we also had this 1 hour bullish fair value gap we fully wicked out and respected. So again, we wicked it here on this doji. That was another confluence I based this trade off today. So the higher time frames we were looking super bullish, and as you can see, we some weird December price action. We edged this 4 hour high, didn't actually end up taking it out, but I guess my target should have been New York high. That's where I went wrong today. I'll show you guys the trade on the 1 minute because it's a bit choppy. But this red box here is the 4 hour fair value gap I mentioned. And then this is your New York high. And then this is the 4 hour high. So this was market open right here. And we got this absolute rip up with no entry whatsoever. So I didn't hit the trade on that. But we did come down to fill this gap, and I'm like, well, with all these bullish confluences and this big displacement we got, we're definitely pushing higher to at least take out this and fill this gap, right? So I entered once on the first green candle up here, trying to get a good entry. It, in fact, was not a good entry. I had my stops down here, and I almost got stopped out like right away, but I didn't. And at this point, NASDAQ I don't think I have it marked out or anything. Let's see. NASDAQ, you can see, NASDAQ came down and then pumped all the way up. So I was watching that. It was another confluence. The S&P was lagging way behind. But I knew we were going to get this move back up. As you can see, NASDAQ, this came down lower. NASDAQ went up higher. And I believe NASDAQ actually took out the 4-hour high, if I'm not mistaken. No, it didn't push up that far, but like I said, NASDAQ was very bullish out of that fair value gap, and that was another confluence I used. And the S&P just decided to take a dump, and it almost stopped me out, but it didn't. You got a nice reversal here. As you can see, I was almost at a 1-to-1, 0.92 at this point. I was up about, I want to say $400. This TP was something like $900. But we did come up, we took out this New York high. We filled in this gap. And then we just chopped around, and I had 1, 2, 3 chances to take profits here. And like I said last week, my losers are outweighing my wins, so I need to start holding trades longer. And today what I fucked up on was, again, same as yesterday, should have moved this to break even, right? And that was my downfall because I mean, I wasn't expecting it to dump this hard, but I knew this was not a good look when we started chopping around like this. So I should have gone break even, or I should have just closed it here, and that's kind of where I went wrong today. $400 would have been nice. And yeah, I got taken out right here because I did move my stop up a little bit, but that is still a $420 loss, so not great. And then, of course, we pump right back up. Would have been about $800 in profit right here. That's usually how she goes. But yeah, I'm not mad about this trade, but not happy with it. As you can see, like, this would have been a better play right here. Do we inverse this gap after sweeping the high? Target these lows here. That would have been a better trade. That's a 1-to-2. Right? That would have hit no problem. And this is what I was saying. I'm not upset about my trade today, but my brain was all over the place and I kind of rushed to get into this. That was a good trade. I mean, this one was kind of there's not really an entry on this unless you enter right off here. But I mean, there's no fair value gaps, and then this is just straight up. So that one, I don't know if I would have entered on that. Same thing here. This is kind of like, I mean, you could have maybe entered a short here, but you're not taking out any liquidity. The only thing you're going off here is filling that 4-hour gap. But you could have also targeted the lows again. I'm sorry, that was the wrong tool there. Could have targeted these and had your stops right above here. It's like basically a 1-to-3 RR. But I don't think I would have taken this trade. Again, the price was kind of choppy, and this is later on in the day. But this one right here, this would have been the best setup of the day, in my opinion. And obviously 2020 hindsight. Looking at this, and this is the trade I should have took. I should have been a little bit more patient. But with these 4-hour highs here, I was just super bullish on the day, and I really thought we were going to come take these out. And I was wrong. My trade wasn't wrong. I was up pretty damn good in profit, but like I said yesterday, I got to work on my take profit stop losses and moving up to break even. I got to get it through my head that breaking even on the day is better than taking a loss. And with this, I mean, you know, price action's bad when it looks like this on the 1 minute, like it's just all up and down, right? And I think that's how it's going to be this month. So I'm gonna probably size up again to 5 micros and just aim for smaller take profits, or even just stay with 3 micros and take smaller wins, because we're not getting these big moves to obvious draws on liquidity like we were getting last month that I was capitalizing on. So I need to switch up my trading plan a little bit. But with that being said, we're now down $623 on the account, $1,000 more to lose. So got to be careful these next few days. I really need a win, but I don't need to force anything. So, and going into tomorrow, we got news pre-market, and then news at 7 a.m. as well. So should be a very volatile day. So we'll see how that goes. Hopefully we can get a win, but I'm going to be careful, kind of chill out, take it easy tonight, don't do too much back testing, get my mind off the charts. So sometimes it does help, if you guys are new to trading, to just kind of take a step back. Sometimes you'll get your brains all clouded and do like I did today, take the wrong setups even though you got the right reasons, and you'll just miss stuff because you're just always on the charts 24/7. So take it easy tonight, get prepared for tomorrow. So far this week's not going good, so need to make sure we finish off strong, and that's about all we can do. So gonna end the video here, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow, and hope you all have a good night, and I'll see you in the next one.